Well, welcome back to another video. Figure I'll try recording again. I've been trying to hook my phone to the camera, but it's just not cooperating. Actually, I just started recording. I guess I could try it one more time while I'm recording. And first I'm going to check my internet speed because I'm linked with my repeater. So we'll just make sure that is actually reading through. Yep, it is. Okay. So I have a connection there. Now we're going to try again with the DJI Mimo app. And we'll see if it connects this time. So I got the DJI Osmo Pocket 2 or the Pocket 2, whatever we're going to call it. And what it's been doing, I don't know if it'll do it this time or not, but sometimes it doesn't link with it at all. And sometimes it'll go to connect with it, and when it does connect, the monitor screen on the camera goes out and then it shows up on the phone. Well, what it's been doing is the monitor on the camera will go out like it's going to connect, and then it doesn't connect, and the monitor on the camera lights back up. And it doesn't look like it's going to connect at all right now. So, I guess I'm going to close that app. I'll have to research it later and see if I can figure out the problem. I had reset the camera to factory settings and stuff and got it to connect once, but I don't want to have to keep resetting it factory settings every time, because then it'll reset my file count. Like right now, I'm at like we'll say, I was up to 999 files of recordings I'd done since I bought this camera. So that means I've filmed 1,000 different clips with it. Or 999. And then I filmed some past it, but when I reset it, it saved it up to 999, and then it took the other ones and labeled them, 001, 002, and redid it. And now I'm up to like 50 again or something like that. And when I reset it and it did that, it connected the one time, but it hasn't connected again ever since. So I don't know. I don't know if it's a software update that was messed up. Seeing as they're probably update the Mimo app for the Pocket 3, which I don't have and I can't afford. I would like to have it. I would very much like to have it. Because I guess now the new Pocket 3, you can hook it as a link it with your computer for a webcam and all that other stuff. I'm sure it's got a lot more cool options. I looked at it a little bit, but I don't want to look at it too much because I can't afford it right now. So, I've already got other things that I got to think about first. When it all starts happening, though, I'm sure going to be one pretty happy camper. I'm already pretty much a happy camper for the most part, but life can be stressful, and when it is, it's hard to, I say it a lot, but it's hard to dream when you're just trying to survive, And I've been a dreamer all my life. I've been happy most all my life. I mean, sure, I'm a human being, so I have down times or things that make me sad or something, or whatever, but for the most part, I stay pretty dang positive. So, I guess I won't be linking with the camera right now. Thought I'd try it, but I didn't. I don't want to disobey the Lord, but it's going to be a year. Next week is going to be a year that I've been out of work. So, I haven't made up my mind 100% yet, but I almost feel like I've shown a year I've relied on the Lord and listened to what I believe He wanted me to not work. And I've made it a whole year, through the winter in Minnesota and stuff. And I hope that's good enough good enough fasting, if you call it fasting, I don't know. A different type of fasting maybe, but I did it and showed Him that I trust Him, that I have faith in Him. Otherwise, because I'm not afraid of work. I worked hard throughout my life, and that last job, foundry job, was a really tough one. And I got a lot of friends that have said straight out, no way, I couldn't do that. I did it for 2.5 years, and Not only did I do it for 2.5 years, I lit it up. Lit it up and outproduced everybody. Pretty good at it too. Now there's some of the machines I didn't get to run yet, but the ones I did run I got good at. Yeah, I'm thinking after this year's up, I might just really try really hard again to get work. I've been trying, but I get scared every time I try. The difference now is, now that I've been complaining, arguing with God about it, is that this time I'm going to be doing it kind of, not angry, I don't know what the word is I'm looking for, but I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated with the Lord. You know, He understands it. I still love Him. I still have faith and stuff, and I know all the things He's shown me. He's never let me down. It's always happened. He's always came through. It's just that our timing's different. You know, I'm just getting too dang impatient. I gave up a whole year. You know, kind of. There's parts of me that liked it. You know, liked not having to beat up my body, especially since I'm getting older. But I'm not afraid to work. So if I didn't feel that from the Lord, I would have been working. But I know that I wasn't supposed to, because so many things happened in this whole time period of, if I was working, that people I wouldn't have met or been able to help or change their lives the way that it's changed their lives and my life. You know. So as much as I might help other people, I also try to always look at everything as, what am I learning out of this, or what's it, you know. Try to pay attention as much as I can. Cliff out here, and Tony, who was out here earlier, if I didn't go on this journey of listening to the Lord, I would have never met them guys either. Cliff for sure. I wouldn't have met Cliff for sure. Tony I would have met, because I met him at his work and being in town. But I came up here. Well, no, I might not have met him either, because well, yeah, I would have. I think so. But I came up here to stay up here because this is where God wanted me to come. And for some reason, He wanted me to come to this lot. I've stayed a few different places, but something drew me to this lot more. And a lot has happened in this lot with people I've met and stuff, that if I didn't stay in this lot, I wouldn't have met a lot of them and been able to, things wouldn't happen the way they were supposed to, you know. And I believe it all was supposed to happen, because every time I'd start doubting if I heard the Lord right or whatever, He'd confirm it. He'd have somebody else show up or something. And I've got videos. I've been documenting it all. That's the other reason I started this channel. I figured I was going to wait till everything was all better, because I didn't want to air my sadness in life, that my life sucks. It doesn't suck, you know, but, you know, because I'm very much an optimist and stay positive for the most part. But yes, a lot of people in my position would say it sucks, you know, not having no money, trying to figure out how you're going to survive, and all these other trials I've been going through. It kind of does suck, you know, but as much as it sucks, I still appreciate the good things too, you know. I'm very thankful to be breathing and making this video, and I'm thankful that you're here watching it. Thank you very much, and I hope you keep coming back and watching videos, and I hope you're able to watch these videos long after I'm gone. You know, that'd be a wonderful blessing, you know, knowing that here you are watching this video, and even maybe years after I'm gone, you'll still be able to check back in and watch some of these videos. I hope they help people. I know they have. I've had a lot of feedback, people that have watched my videos and stuff, that have, especially in town here, people that watched certain videos and stuff, got some really nice comments. Some people came up to me out of the blue. And it's weird, because you wouldn't think so. I don't know how that works, because like some videos, it'll show I only got like 4 views on or something, which very well could be, you know, but then when I get people talking to me, it sounds like they watch me a lot. So that makes me wonder if the numbers are right or something. I don't know. Weird. But I got some videos that that have higher numbers than them. And then sometimes I'll get a spike, and in one day, or within so many hour period, I'll have hundreds of views, and then it goes away, and then I can see the spike. It just blows my mind and I don't see what videos it's on. Of course, I haven't dug into the subcategories and stuff to see what, when I get that spike, what videos are being watched. But it doesn't really matter, because what's most important is that through this channel brings people closer to God, and I know my subjects wander, and I travel all over the place, and I could have 10, 15, 20 different subjects all in one video, just because I might start talking about one thing, next I'm way off in left field talking about something totally different, and then I end up finishing in right field, But that's just who I am, So if you stay dedicated enough to watch videos, you'll get to know me eventually, and definitely be able to see that I'm the real deal, my faith in the Lord and stuff. I ain't phony at all, that's for sure. He is real. The Lord is very, very real. Got a lot of testimonies of how He's affected my life, and just mind-blowing things that He's done that are being unexplainable, but it's not, because it's God, so it makes sense to me. Some people would probably say I'm a liar, and some of them are whatnot, but my brick story, the third video, I think it was the third video, that's a big testimony, and that's a very true story. And that was the day that, even though I already believed in God, I'd already had faith in Him, but I was mad at Him, so I was testing Him and stuff, and boy was I bargaining with Him that night. But I told Him, you show me what I'm thinking of or asking for tonight, instead of just letting Him make whatever sign or whatever. I wanted proof. I wanted to try to trick Him. I don't trick God, yeah, right. I tried to. I tried hard. I tried thinking of something good that He couldn't do. Well, not that I didn't think He couldn't do it, but I made it really tough, I thought. Him, it was probably super simple. And I think He had it all laid out ahead of time. And He already knew what I was going to ask for. It wasn't even fair. But I told Him, you show me this, I'll never doubt your existence again. And He did. And sometimes I get weak, and then He'll do something to remind me, but God is real, I promise you. He is very, very real. Now, I get a little lost with some of the religion stuff of that. And I was baptized Lutheran, and I'm a Christian. I know God is real without a doubt. And I believe Jesus is real and walked this earth, and the Bible's real. Now, recently I've been digging into a little more into the Bible, and I do have some questions that I would like answers to the best of my ability. And that's that the King James Version of the Bible, after Jesus, apparently, they when they put the Bible together, apparently they left some stuff out because of their governing or whatever their reasons were back then. And then I come to find out that in the Ethiopian Bible, which is supposedly the same as the Bible, but it has more books. It's got, I think the Bible has like 60 books, and the Ethiopian Bible has 88 books or something like that. So there's just extra books, that weren't mentioned in the normal Bible. So I would like to learn more about that. And apparently those extra books are books, if I understand it correctly, don't quote me because I don't know. I've still got a lot of learning to do, or trying to learn anyway. And I'll be using my discernment along the way. But from what I'm understanding the way I just generally kind of touched base on trying to figure out the beginning of it a little. And that's that it sounds like the Ethiopian books that aren't in the Bible are more after the resurrection and stuff that happened I think it's stuff that happened after the resurrection, before Jesus ascended to heaven. You know, so or maybe he'll send it. No, I think it's in between that time. I don't know, but I got to look into it because I don't know and I can't speak enough on it because I don't have the knowledge. But that's what I know so far. That I've got to learn more. Now, I have nothing against Muslim. You know, personally, you know, I mean, everybody has a right to believe their own beliefs as long as we can all get along and not be trying to hurt each other. Now, I don't know, and I don't know enough about it either, but the difference between Muslim and Sharia law and all that kind of stuff, you know, I don't know. I got a lot of learning to do. But I know what I know. I don't, when it comes to God, for me, it's not a belief or a believing, it's a knowing. You know, I know. And I know from first-hand experience, you know. And no one can ever take that from me. I mean, somebody could say they're going to kill me if I didn't deny that God existed. If I didn't deny that God existed, that, and I'd be like, oh, go ahead and kill me, because I know. You know, I ain't worried about it. God's either going to stop it from happening in some crazy way that you're going to be amazed by, or it's my time to go, you know, and He's ready and I've served my purpose, you know. So, no matter what, I know He's real. No one can ever take that from me. He is real. The Lord is real. I'm still, you know, getting a grasp on the Father, Son, Holy Spirit thing, you know. As a kid growing up, I just figured God's God, you know. And as I got a little older, then I realized that Jesus is the Son of God, you know. And when I was a kid, I just thought Jesus was God, you know, and in a way He is, you know. It gets confusing, you know. And the Holy Spirit too, so I'm still learning that. And I'm getting I don't know how to explain it, but I'm getting to where I'm understanding it, you know. I just don't know how to explain it. So more than likely, anything I'm talking about, if you knew the Bible really well, which would be doing it better than me, you'd probably understand all the babble that I'm talking about. That way it would probably make sense. Yeah. I don't even know where I'm at here. I'm getting long again. Guess we're going to bring this another nighttime video to close here. Hope you didn't mind looking at something else out the window instead of looking at me all the time like all my other videos. Figured while I got a chance for you guys to look at something else while I'm talking, give you something else to look at. And if you don't like that, you have to let me know in the comments that you'd rather be looking at me when I'm talking. And if my camera would have linked with my phone, then I could have showed you watching yourself kind of a deal. I hope I can pull that off because I think it'd be kind of funny. So, thanks for watching. God bless you. We'll see you on the next one.